My name is Daniel Douglas. I'm a London City missionary in the London Borough of Southwark. My specialism is diaspora ministry. Through my dad being a faithful witness, receiving me even when he knew that I was going the wrong way, when I was living a life of sin, but yet he was showing me the love of Christ, and he never stopped. He never stopped sharing the gospel with me. He never stopped encouraging me. That played a big part in me understanding what a Christian should be, how to be a Christian. God has used that in saving me, that I am a Christian now. By God's grace, I want to mimic that to other people, to my own children, to other people's children, to anybody, to show them the love of Christ. I was raised in a Christian home. My dad was actually a pastor. I would say I believed in God, but I wasn't following Christ. I wasn't a Christian, I wasn't saved, but I definitely believed that there was a God. Until about 2014, I was in the middle of living a life of sin. I was making rap music as a hip hop artist, traveling the world. It was a time where I left LA and went to Jamaica to visit my parents. I had a lot of questions. At that point, if you would have asked me about God, I would have said that, yeah, there's only one God, but all religions lead to this one God. Also at the time as well, I was at a time in my life when I wasn't feeling very fulfilled. I felt like there was something missing. Although I was doing everything that I've ever dreamed of doing, I was traveling the world, I was making money, I was making songs with famous people who I've been listening to, but yet I was still feeling something was missing, that wasn't being fulfilled. I just started to talk to my dad about things. By 8 o'clock in the morning, we was having really deep conversations about the world, about politics, about religion, and my dad just always would bring it back to the scriptures. Throughout time, it started to really become evident to me the truth of the Bible, that it's a book that is living and is still speaking into what's happening today. A lot of the questions I had was being answered. I genuinely wanted to know answers to these questions. And my dad wasn't giving me his opinion, he would just take me to the scriptures, say this is what the scriptures say about that. Throughout the process of time, that hole, that feeling of emptiness that I felt, it was beginning to feel like it was being satisfied. I continued to read the scripture for myself now, because my dad was going through it with me. Came back to England and just started to read the Bible. The early years in my Christian walk, my dad was very important, because I valued his opinion so much, just because I knew how much he loved God. It was just a beautiful time of bonding with me and my dad, and it'll be things that I will cherish for the rest of my life. Fast forwarding to actually becoming a Christian, for my dad to be able to come to the UK and baptize me, that was, again, something that I will take to my grave with me, and after he baptized me, we sort of just embraced in the pool and just cried and hugged, and, I think there was a bit of restoration that happened at that time as well. Just the joy of knowing that I'm in the kingdom, the seed that he sowed in me as a child coming to fruition, and for him to be alive to see that, because my dad was maybe about 92 or something like that when I became a Christian. He died when he was 97. And just for him to be able to see me grow in ministry, to know that I was a part of London City Mission, and he heard of London City Mission as being in the UK all of these years, it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. I went to church every week as a child, As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. That was how my dad raised us, and that is how I'm raising my children as well.